Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Vedant Agarwal. Our lead story, well, a big breakthrough in the Jammu and Kashmir National Conference Congress Alliance. It was a day of twists and turns in Srinagar, but the two parties have finalized a seat-sharing pact. This also as the BJP was forced to rethink its first candidate list amid protests from BJP loyalists. Take a look at this report. A done deal. After many back and forths, India Alliance seat sharing for 90 seats has been sealed.
Out of 90 seats, National Conference will contest 51 seats, INC 32 and friendly contest to 5 seats.
The National Conference and Congress sticking points were ironed out after a series of heavy-duty negotiations.
इंडियन गठबंधन जो है वो बना इसीलिए था कि हम लोग उन फोर्सेस को जो कम्युनल डिवाइड और मुल्क को टुकड़ा करना चाहते हैं उनसे लड़े जाए.
Bharatiya Janata Party had alliance with the National Conference earlier. They had alliance with the PDP earlier. Every political party have their own programs, their own manifesto, their own promises. We have our own promises, our own manifesto. When we are forming the government, there will be a common minimum program.
A backlash in the BJP against the party's list of candidates for the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly elections. Soon after the party released a consolidated list of 44 candidates for all three phases, protests erupted in the Jammu and Kashmir BJP office, forcing the party high command to withdraw its list. But it was too little to placate the party workers who alleged that parachute candidates have been given preference over loyal party workers. BJP Jammu and Kashmir Chief Ravinder Raina had a tough time pacifying agitating party workers and leaders.
अगर कहीं किसी कार्यकर्ता को कोई नाराजगी है, किसी कार्यकर्ता के मन में कोई प्रश्न है, कोई अगर कार्यकर्ता को कहीं कोई परेशानी है, तो हर एक परेशानी का समाधान, हर समस्या का समाधान हम मिल बैठ के करेंगे.
State BJP workers are dismayed over mandates given to former PDP, NC, Congress and Panthers parties who switched sides and joined the BJP.
कल जो पैराशूट से एसएसपी मोहनलाल की परसों ज्वाइनिंग होती है जहाँ पे और आज उसका मैंडेट दिया जाता है. अगर ये मैंडेट नहीं बदला गया तो इसका खामियाजा भारतीय जनता पार्टी को भुगतना पड़ेगा.
आप किसी को भी टिकट दे दो, हम ये कहते हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता को आप टिकट दो.
Interestingly, Raina is among the senior party leaders from Jammu who didn't figure in the party's candidate list. Other senior leaders overlooked include two former Deputy Chief Ministers, Kavinder Gupta and Dr. Nirmal Singh, though all three have made it to the party's star campaigners list released today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lead his team of 40 key campaigners, including senior union ministers. With Nazir Masoodi, Bureau Report, NDTV. And our big newsmaker on NDTV, well, former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Omar Abdullah, told my colleague Nazir Masoodi that last week's announcement on the seat sharing between the National Conference and the Congress was premature, but it's a coming together of two secular forces. Take a look.
What does this alliance means for you? What is and for the politics here and this election?
Well, obviously, for one, it means that the secular forces and the two oldest parties, National Conference and Congress, will fight together with 2 seats shared with 2 of the other smaller units here. That's obviously the biggest story from this. But for us in the National Conference, one of the other things for us that was important was perception management. If you remember, a few days ago, the Jammu and Kashmir High Court gave relief to Dr. Farooq Abdullah in the ED matter of the cricket board. And after that, our opponents here started spreading that this was a fixed match with the BJP and that we had done some deal with the BJP, and that is why Farooq Saab got relief from the court. So for us, an alliance with the Congress became even more important, so that perception of some sort of underhand deal with the BJP, we could remove that perception.
So you must have known what is happening there in BJP. Will that have any impact on
I obviously kept half an eye on what was happening there. Most of my attention was focused here. I mean, I don't think it's any secret. All parties will face some dissension.
Okay.
It's going to happen. even with us, I'm sure we will have some problems in some areas, as will the Congress and other political parties. This coming from the BJP actually was a big surprise for me, because the BJP touts itself as the most disciplined party in the country. For them to have furniture broken in their office and almost a riot-like situation was extremely unusual. But then I'm not surprised. When you suddenly change all your senior leaders, you're going to have a problem. And when you reward turncoats, you reward those who have left other parties and come and joined you.
And at least 3 colleagues, former colleagues of yours as well, who have got tickets in BJP today.
Tell you, good for them, but at what cost?
And moving now to the other big headline, well, the Prime Minister dialed US President Joe Biden and he spoke to him on a host of issues, including the conflict in Ukraine, and he reiterated India's stand for peace. He also said that they spoke about the issue, the chaos unfolding in Bangladesh, particularly vis-a-vis the minorities. My senior colleague Akhilesh is now joining us live on the phone line. So Akhilesh, Prime Minister clearly keeping a close watch on the situation in Bangladesh and reiterating that in this call with the US President as well.
That's correct, Vedanta. In fact, the official release says that today Prime Minister Narendra Modi received a call from the President of the US, Mr. Biden, and both the leaders spoke about the bilateral relations between the India and US, and they highlighted that India-US partnership is benefiting both the people of both the countries. They also emphasized that this relationship will continue, and they also talked about a number of regional and global issues. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who has just returned from Ukraine, he briefed President Biden about his recent visit, and he reiterated that India's position has been consistent, that there should be dialogue and diplomacy, and there should be early return of peace and stability in the region. That's what Prime Minister Narendra Modi has told President Biden. And the two leaders also expressed their concern and shared concern over the situation in Bangladesh. This is what the official release says. And they emphasized that law and order should be restored and safety and security of the minorities, particularly Hindus in Bangladesh, should be ensured. This is what the official release says. And it further says that the two leaders reiterated their commitment to further strengthen the cooperation in multilateral fora, including the Quad. And they agreed to remain in touch. So this is a very important and significant conversation which has just taken place when President Biden has called up Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
All right, Akhilesh, thanks very much for joining us with that important update there. So Narendra Modi dialing the US President. And looking at some other news now, well, our big focus on NDTV, Mollywood's Me Too moment. And well, actors from junior artists to senior actors joining the chorus. This as actor Siddique has now filed a counter FIR after Revati's allegations, but serious allegations including sexual favors in the garb of movie roles and also sexual favors for film body memberships. All these serious allegations being levelled against various actors of the Malayalam cinema. Here's a report.
Kollam CPM MLA, actor-politician Mukesh, actor Jayasuriya are among several prominent names in the Malayalam film industry accused by women of harassment and intimidation. Actress Meenu Moni told NDTV she was hugged and kissed without her consent during a shoot at the Kerala Secretariat.
In 2008, I got a chance in acting in director Balayanthra Menon's movie De Ingotu Nokke as a chief secretary. Then the shooting was in Secretariat in Trivandrum. The location was there in Trivandrum. And everybody were sitting outside of the Secretariat in the ground. That time I went to the washroom, and when I got down from the washroom, suddenly unexpected, a hugging from the behind. And when I turned back, a prominent actor, Jayasuriya, he was there and he kissed me tightly too.
The allegations against the Left Front legislator come even as the Kerala government has ordered a special investigation team to probe into allegations of harassment of women in the Malayalam film industry. Not just Meenu, a junior artist has also levelled allegations against actor Babu Raj. She says she will share details with the SIT soon.
Once I went to Babu Raj's house, he attacked me and he raped me. He called me by saying that some directors and scriptwriters are coming to his home and will meet with us and talk to each other, and after that we will confirm my role.
Where the woman says the actor called her to his house and sexually assaulted her, promising a film role. Actor Siddique has filed a complaint with the Kerala DGP. He had resigned as Secretary of the Association of Malayalam Movie Artists following allegations of rape and assault in 2016 by an actress. Filmmaker Ranjit Balakrishnan had also stepped down from the Kerala Chalachitra Academy following allegations of misbehavior made by a Bengali actress. The Hema Commission report on exploitation of women actors, released last week, has kicked up a storm. The report itself was made public after nearly 5 years.
From the report itself, it is very clear that a series of offences have been already committed. Unfortunately, the government knew the fact that a series of offences have been committed.
All of them need to be taken into account quite seriously. Absolutely. I mean, if allegations have been made, thorough investigations need to be followed up with. And if these investigations lead to the allegations being proven right, proven correct, there has to be exemplary punishments handed out.
Malayalam cinema has earned respect and admiration far beyond Kerala. So do the recent incidents threaten to take that sheen off? Far from it, because Kerala and Mollywood have shown the way, showing the courage to address issues that are perhaps pervasive across industries and geographies. With camera person Nagraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
Absolutely shocking there, but look at some more news now. Well, a political row over actor Darshan's VIP treatment in jail. Well, remember, he's been accused of murder. And after these pictures went viral, the Karnataka Chief Minister has ordered the transfer of actor Darshan to another jail. This has heads have rolled as well. More than 9 jail officers have been suspended, including the jail superintendent. Take a look at this report.
This is not a still from one of his movies. This is Kannada actor Darshan inside Bengaluru prison. He not only has access to cigarettes and a cup of tea at the lawn, but is also seen smiling widely, making video calls. As these pictures and videos went viral, prison authorities rushed to Parapanagrahara to conduct an inquiry.
See, this is definitely a lapse. I definitely agree. This is a lapse on the part of the department officers. It should not repeat. I see that this will not be repeated again and again.
The Home Minister visited the prison to gather further information. The Chief Minister has instructed the officials to shift Darshan and others to different jails if necessary. Darshan was arrested in June along with 16 others for the alleged murder of his fan Renuka Swamy. 7 junior officers and 2 senior officers, including the Chief Superintendent of the jail, have been suspended. 3 FIRs have been registered.
7 junior officers have been suspended in the morning. So we had had a look at the entire thing, and we found the severe negligence and lapses by 2 senior officers also of the rank of Chief Superintendent and the Superintendent. So suspension has been ordered by the Honorable Home Minister also. And in addition to that, 3 FIRs are being registered now. So 2 pertain to the mobile phone illegal usage and then cigarette usage and things like that.
These allegations surface at a time when Darshan has been fighting for home-cooked meals at the magistrate court. While the victim's family are demanding a CBI probe, this incident has evoked sharp reactions from the opposition.
इसलिए मैं गवर्नमेंट को, मुख्यमंत्री को बोलना चाहता हूँ, ये घटना के आधार पर आप प्रेजेंट न्यायाधीश को दीजिए इंक्वायरी करने के लिए, और कौन ऑफिशियल इसमें सहभागी है उनके ऊपर गंभीर के रूप में कार्यवाही होना चाहिए, ऐसा मेरा डिमांड है.
ಇವತ್ತು ಹೊಸದಾಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಇಂದಿನಿಂದಲೂ ಇದು ನಡೀತಾನೆ ಇದೆ. ಹಿಂದೆ ಈ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇದೆಯಾ? ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇದೆಯಾ?
This is not the first time that an accused in a Bengaluru prison has been given preferential treatment. We have seen it earlier with Tamil Nadu political leader Shashikala. We are seeing it now with Kannada actor Darshan. The question is, who will take the responsibility of introducing reforms and ensuring stringent action according to the prison manual to avert these kind of incidents in the future? With camera person Kumar, Pratibha Raman in Bengaluru for NDTV.
Meanwhile, the BJP, in fact, a senior BJP leader from Karnataka has alleged that the Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, D.K. Shivkumar, is complicit in this entire controversy. In fact, he has said that these pictures went viral after he went to meet him in jail. Take a look.
ಸ್ವತಃ ಉಪಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ನಾನು ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನನ್ನ ಸಹಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದರು ಅನ್ನೋ ಹೇಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಆ ಜೈಲುಗಳು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ತಾನೇ ಒಂದು 4-5 ದಿನದಿಂದ ಇಡೀ ಜೈಲಿಗೆ ರೈಡ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಪೊಲೀಸರು ರೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ರೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಏನೇನಿದೆಯೋ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅಕ್ರಮ ಏನು ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು ಅದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಅದಾಗಿದ್ದು 4 ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಫೋಟೋ ತೆಗಿಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂತು?
And well, the Congress has so far not responded to this controversy. With that, we'll take a short break now, but news continues on the other side. Welcome back. News now from Maharashtra. Well, a 35-foot Shivaji statue collapsed in Sindhudurg in Maharashtra. The statue was built less than a year ago. And now, of course, politics speaking over this incident as the Congress and the opposition in Maharashtra is questioning the BJP alliance. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Eknath Shinde says that, well, it was because of high wind speed that the statue collapsed. Listen in to all the reactions that have come in.
हा पुतळा जो आहे हा नेव्हीने उभारला होता. त्याचं कंप्लीट डिझाईन नेव्हीने तयार केलं होतं आणि मी कलेक्टरशी बोलल्यानंतर त्यांनी मला सांगितलं 45 किलोमीटर पर आवर अशा प्रकारचा वारा, सुसाट्याचा वारा जो वोग होता आणि त्या याच्यामध्ये पुतळ्याचं नुकसान झालेलं आहे.
अब ये छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज के पुतले में भी ये सरकार कमीशन खाएगी? कौन है ये ठाणे का कॉन्ट्रैक्टर जिसके पास में करोड़ों के काम है? उसके ऊपर तुरंत एफआईआर करो, अगर तुम ईमानदार हो तो उसके ऊपर कार्रवाई करो, उसको ब्लैक लिस्टेड करो और छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज का पुतला पूरे फिर से उनके तरफ से ही खर्चा वसूल करके खड़ा करने का काम करो. हमारी मांग है इनके ऊपर सख्त कार्रवाई हो और वो तुरंत हो, ये मांग हम करते हैं.
And well, the big international headline, Canada's Trudeau has said that it's time to reduce the number of low-wage temporary foreign workers in Canada. He says it's time to invest in our own workers. This could potentially have ramifications for India as well. And well, there's unprecedented security deployment in West Bengal over a rally that has been called suspecting violence. This is what the police have said. Over 6,000 police personnel will be deployed, and this has also led to a TMC versus BJP face-off in the state. Take a look.
The Trinamool alleging conspiracy behind the planned Nabanno Chalo protest on Tuesday, as the Trinamool attacks the BJP over hijacking and politicizing the protests against the incident at RG Kar Medical College and Hospital.
देखिए, ये जो वीडियो है इसमें ये साफ है कि वो लोग जो मंगलवार 27th जो नबान्नो चलो ऐसा कोई कॉल दिया हुआ है, वो लोग का बॉडी चाहिए. बॉडी बंगाल में एनआरकी क्रिएट करने के लिए बॉडी चाहिए. डेड बॉडी चाहिए, 2 लाश चाहिए, 3 लाश चाहिए.
Amidst the protests against the rape and murder of a medical student at RG Kar Medical College and Hospital, the Trinamool Congress alleges there is a conspiracy to destabilize Bengal by organizing a Nabanno Abhijan, a protest aimed at taking over the state secretariat. The Trinamool says the BJP wants a Nondigram-like incident to turn the tide in its favor.
बोल रहे थे ना कि 27 तारीख कुछ होने का है, ये प्लान शुभेंदु अधिकारी खुद बोले, तो ये बोलने का जरूरत क्या था? गोली चलने वाला बात क्या हो गया? नबान्नो में जाने का भी बात क्या हुआ?
The West Bengal police say they have information that one of the individuals who called for the Nabanno Abhijan met a leader of a political party in West Bengal at a prominent 5-star hotel.
We have serious apprehensions of law and order. From social media, from a section of the print and electronic media, and from our own internal sources, we have concrete information that a section of the miscreants taking advantage of the emotions of the common people and well-intentioned citizens will try to create large-scale violence, cause violence, create chaos, and create disturbance.
The BJP claims that under pressure, Mamata Banerjee has turned to a last line of defense, the police, to suppress the movement.
কোনো আন্দোলন হবে তার ল অ্যান্ড অর্ডার মেনটেন করার দায়িত্ব হচ্ছে পুলিশের। পুলিশ উল্টে ল অ্যান্ড অর্ডার মেনটেন করতে পারবো না করে কান্নাকাটি শুরু করে দিয়েছে। আরে কোনো দুষ্কৃতীরা যদি চক্রান্ত করে তা আপনাদের দায়িত্ব তো তাদেরকে অ্যারেস্ট করা। অ্যারেস্ট করুন।
The development comes on a day a viral video emerged at the crime scene where several policemen and others are seen milling around in the seminar hall of the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital, where the brutal crime took place. Police officials told NDTV that the video was recorded outside the cordoned off area at the place of occurrence.
Let me clarify that the seminar hall is basically a room which is 51 feet by 32 feet, and inside this particular room, when the body was found, the hospital curtains were used to immediately cordon off the area, and for 40 feet from the dead body, no one could enter apart from the scheduled number of people who were supposed to enter in that area. And the video that you may have seen, it pertains to an area which is outside the cordon.
Politics has peaked over the protests surrounding the chilling incident at RG Kar Medical College and Hospital, and now the Trinamool is alleging that the BJP and its affiliates are hijacking well-intentioned citizens' protests and trying to destabilize the state of West Bengal by creating anarchy and chaos by instigating violence during these protests. The BJP says the Trinamool is scared of the public anger and is falling back on the police. But with the police sharing specific intelligence on the violence, saying that there is a pre-planned conspiracy, Kolkata will face a challenging Tuesday with massive security in place. With camera person Aniruddha Tripathi in Kolkata, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.